So welcome to Challenge the Road, the CTR Vantage. All the performance work's done. Let's take it out for a drive. Oh, it feels good already. Then we'll get back in the GT8, see what the differences are, see how far we've come with the car. So we bought the car, 1,000 miles. And then we said we'll turn it into like a GT3 Touring, where you've got the Porsche GT3 that's got the spoiler version, which is like the GT8. We'll make our own one, and it's gone really well, as you can see. So at the moment, I've probably made about 32 changes on the car, from the front grille, air filter, suspension, exhaust, all the way through. We've done some timing gear on the car. We've managed to get it down from 5 seconds to 4.1, 30 to 70, which is now very close to the GT8. I think the GT8 is about 4 seconds. But the main thing for me was to make it a great road car and to have access to the 22Bs, the E46 M3s. I sort of had in my mind how I wanted it to handle. We've done a really nice suspension upgrade, and we've put the dampers quite soft. They got 24 clicks of adjustment, but we've put them quite soft, and what that does is, for the road, is it gives you lovely compliance. So it means that the car can really flow with you. So when you're going for a drive, you really feel like you're at one with the road. And this is the big problem now. Cars have got too fast, they've got too stiff, they got too low. They're not enjoyable. They're enjoyable from the point of view of people who maybe want to go, I own a supercar, I own a McLaren, I own a Lamborghini, but you can't really drive it, and you don't have the throttle, you know, that travel in the throttle that you have, because you're always going quick and then stop and then quick and then stop. But also stuff like these cars are too low, so you'd be in a McLaren, you'd be grounding out in this road, not enjoying it. You think your front splitter is going to be left down the road. But this now is just a beautiful road car, and you can just really enjoy it. And you've got a little bit more noise. Obviously the standard car may be a little bit flat, but you can hear the back firing out of there, and you just can really drive the car. It's so drivable now. I've been so pleased that actually I sent a message. We've got a little Challenge the Road WhatsApp group, and I said it's a little bit frustrating because I've got the car so good now, I don't know what to tinker about with. So we're on to the interior now. We've got the seats arriving soon. Got a few little logos of Challenge the Road on here. Yeah, and someone's going to get themselves a great car. I don't know what to price it at yet. I'm assuming it's going to be between 55 and 60,000 pounds to someone, and it's only done 2,500 miles. Underneath, it's like a new car. The Vantages, I think, are on a bit of a rise anyway. The only other bit I'm thinking about is changing the wheels, going for the DBS bronze 20-inch rims, which I probably would like to do actually. I think we've put them on them and it does look really good, so I might go for that as well. But yeah, otherwise we're waiting to get Dean back to have a go in the car before it goes to Goodwood Revival, and we'll put it for sale there, and I think he's going to absolutely love it. Few more options I've got. I've been looking at a few different exhausts. This is a straight through exhaust, so it's quite loud, but it's got a lovely tone to it. It sounds really like a really nice V8. It's actually quite different to the GT8. But I think I'd probably maybe just take a little bit of the drone off it, just a little bit, maybe introduce a valve. But if you're just going out for an evening drive, this is up there. Same, the manual gearbox, the clutch. I've changed all the oils in the car. I've made it, you know, it's not clunky, the gearbox anymore. It's lovely and smooth, easy to drive, nice amount of power. But yeah, so we're looking at probably starting to make another one, and we're going to go for a racing green, I think, with the bronze. That would be the preferred. But yeah, it's gone really well with the performance side, and I think it's a lovely speed. Not too quick. Doesn't make you feel uncomfortable or you're going too fast. And as I say, with all the speed limiters coming in and everything being more restricted, you need to be able to enjoy the car up to 60 mile an hour and it be involving. And I think because the Vantage has always been what I call quite a chunky car, quite weighty, it gives you a lot of feel. And it's very, very enjoyable. So what we do, we'll head back now, get the GT8, take that out on the road. I haven't driven it for a little bit actually, so it'd be nice to just drive that, see the comparison, and I can try and give you feedback on what the differences actually are. And the GT8s are on a bit of an upward trend now, value-wise. They've sort of stayed very level, but I think they're on their way up now. And you could get in a car, I think, maybe better than a GT8. We're going to see. Let's drive the GT8 and see. So we're going to swap over. I'll see you in the GT8. In the GT8, feels different already. I think the steering feels a bit more connected. It's obviously a stiffer car, you can feel that through the body. A similar bit. Suspension feels very similar. I feel like, yeah, the CTR car is much more fluid across these bumps. I feel like I'm really having to move around. Right, let's see how this sounds down here, because it's got a bit of an on and off nature with this exhaust. So it does sound good. Feel that bit of extra torque. Yeah, because being a 4.7 to the 4.3, it feels a bit more torquey, a bit more like the pickups, just a little bit earlier, a little bit stronger. Gearbox feels pretty much identical. Don't think there's anything in the gearbox. So it just feels tighter, more like a race car, which is what it's meant to be. It's meant to be a track car. That's how it feels. The seats feel really nice actually, and I can't wait to get our seats in the car. I think that'll make a huge difference to the driving feel, because with the Vantage I felt like I'm just sitting on the seat. This feels like I'm actually sitting in it. So I think if I had this seat when it comes in the CTR car, it'd be fantastic. Brakes feel pretty much the same. I can't really feel much difference in that. Clutch, I love the clutch on the Vantage. I think early reviews they said it's very heavy, but I haven't found that. I have changed a lot of the fluids in the car. Maybe that's helped it. Changed some of the pedal heights. Maybe that's done a few bits. But the only problem with this car, it's very easy to stall it. Because the biting point is a little bit on and off. It feels a little bit like the 22B with the twin plate ceramic clutch, where it's a little bit on and off. Let's just go up here where we went in the CTR car. So it feels very direct. This is running on Michelin cups. The CTR was running on 4S. So I feel like I'm moving around a lot more side to side, where it's maybe stiffer. Yeah, that does sound good. But the CTR car sounds great too, and it sounds more like a V8. This gets a little bit more, feels a little bit more like higher pitched. The steering feels a little bit more direct on this car. Not huge amounts, but enough to notice it. How close have I got? 95%. I'm 95% of this car. I think if you took it on a track, obviously this was built and designed for the track, I think it would be fantastic. But on the road, driving them back to back, you're looking at, say, 5%. And obviously the CTR one's a 4.3, this is a 4.7. So if I do a CTR 4.7, that'd be really interesting again, how close the car is. Yeah, so we've done a good job. We've done a good job. Interior wise, it is really nice in here, the carbon, the Alcantara. But again, for me, the interior is fine. I just want the interior to work, if I'm honest. I don't think the interior is bad on the Vantage anyway. I think it's a lovely interior with the leather and the stitch. So let's head back. Say that clutch is just a little bit more, I'd say, awkward. The gearbox is a bit more notchy slightly, but as I say, there's not a huge amount of difference. The CTR car seems to sit lower than this car. I think I've taken off the front splitters off this. I think when they're on this car, they've had to sit it up a bit higher. And I feel a little bit afraid of bumps and grounding out, whereas in the CTR car, I seem to be able to just flow and drive everywhere. Going back to that sort of Subaru scenario where you can just drive a car and flow with a road, instead of having to be conscious that you're going to ground out because the cars are so stiff. 4S tyres on the CTR car, they feel great. These Michelin Cups feel good too. Yeah, it's interesting. So we've got to wait for Dean to come and drive the CTR car. See there, I feel I can't quite get going because the car's hopping and skipping. So I don't feel quite as comfortable. And as I say, I've got more grabbing on the steering wheel. So absolutely the CTR car is a better road car. I think this is a fantastic car, but it's more sort of track based. But it does really give you a buzz, this car, when it gets going. So does a CTR car. I don't know. I have to let Dean have a go, let Sam have a go at seeing through glass, see what he thinks. But I think we've done a really good job. It's taken a lot of time actually. See, braking there, I feel the front just move just slightly. Hugely enjoyable though. Say the engine just feels a little bit stronger, as it would do with the 4.7. Right, let's get back, do a little conclusion. But we've done a great job, and if it was me, I'd probably be grabbing the keys to that CTR if I wanted to go out for a drive. I'm really pleased with that. So let's head back. So we're back, got the GT8, the Vantage, all here. Performance wise, we're really close. I say within probably 5% now. I think this is probably a better road car, this is probably a better track car. I really want to get Dean back to drive this now. He drove it when it was standard, and these enhancements have really made this car. A few bits left with the interior, but that'll be another video. But for now, we're really happy and look forward to Dean driving this car. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Really need your help with that. As many likes and comments as you can. We're really starting to push now. Got a lot more exciting cars coming. We look forward to seeing you soon.